What's up, YouTube and fellow citizens of the world? My name is Jordan Patrick. Some of you might know me as Californicain on Instagram, which I'll link over here. It's now been officially 6 years that I've been living in France. I originally came to finish my master's program in Paris. I was there for 4 years, and now I've been living in Limoges, which is the countryside, for work the last 2 years, so I have a good sense of how life is in Paris and outside of Paris. So today I'm going to talk about the 10 biggest culture shocks that I had going from the capital city to the countryside. So let's get started. The first point, and probably the most obvious one, are the prices for things. Primarily talking about the housing. In Paris, when I was a student, I had a small studio that was 9 square meters, and I was paying 600 euros a month for a tiny little dorm room type. And in Limoges, I pay 500 for a 55 square meter apartment, 2 bedrooms, and it's all for me. And it's less than I was paying in Paris for a tiny little room that had a twin bed, the kitchen, the bathroom, a little tiny desk. I'll post a picture of my first ever apartment in Paris. Pleasantly surprised with the price that I pay here in Limoges. Second is also very, very different and really shocking. Coming from Paris, where you have so many different forms of public transportation that are available to you and to the general public, the metro, the RER, the buses, the night buses, the tramways, the Uber and similar services, and then you have Vélib, you have Lime, you have so many different forms of transportation that you never feel blocked unless la grève se passe à Paris. Yesterday there was a strike and everything was closed. But besides these things that happen way too often, actually, you have only buses, and that's it, actually. So, and they're not even night buses. So, if you want to go out at night and stuff, it's driving is such a huge thing here. Each day I have to drive about 25 minutes to go to work, and that's just something I had to get used to. The next biggest points are the people. Honestly, in France, I still feel Parisian à la base. From the beginning, it's that's where I started my French endeavors, and so to me, I feel French Parisian from the beginning. That being said, I moved to the countryside. I'm like, oh, holy crap! People are so nice here and so friendly, and they want to help you, and they'll smile for, they smile. I mean, this is in Paris. It's just people are much colder from the outside until you get to know them, and I would say that was hard for me coming from the U.S. and starting in Paris. It was really hard to adjust to breaking walls of people and becoming friends, but much easier going from Paris to Limoges, and I found people much more enjoyable and nicer and kinder and generally warmer people. These next 3 points are all pretty similar. The first one is the opening hours, which is difficult because you always have periods of the day where things will be closed. And in Paris, you also can find that sometimes, but in general, most shops will be open from the time that they open until the evening when they close. In Limoges, it's not like that. Shops, especially the more independent ones, will always take a lunch break between 12 and 2 or around this time period, which for me was annoying because that means that they're taking their lunch break at the same time I'm taking my lunch break, and so I can't go there during lunch to pick something up or drop something off. Which brings me to the next point, which is lunch hours being from 12 to 2. It's like this everywhere, and I don't need 2 hours to eat lunch, and so for me it's just I'm wasting time pretty much, because the fact that things are closed during that lunch break, I can't be productive and go and get groceries for the week. Oh yeah, supermarkets closed 12 and 2, so it's I can't just go and grab a quick lunch from the supermarket or get some groceries for the week or anything. It's really hard to be productive between 12 and 2. Good luck.